I'm wondering if under the circumstances you guys really, really think I would ever stay here. My mother's little. You can stay there for however long you want to. Mom, I'm not supposed to be here with you not here. Alright? Don't give me that. She's just trying to make amends or whatnot. You can stay there for as long as you want to, and I'll stay. No, Mom, I can't. Just reimburse me however much it is. It'll be a certain amount, or if the health insurance comes out again. But I got her to admit, I'm like, you told me that Auntie was paying all the bills. I thought she was. Well, why couldn't she anyway? She didn't need that account. She could pay the bills with all the money she has of yours. Why couldn't she pay the damn bills? I don't know. I don't want to hear it, Mom. Well, I know she paid the gas and the lights. Yeah, I know that too. I called up and they're paid. But I didn't pay your bills after the bank account was frozen. I didn't pay them out of pocket except for the health insurance. I didn't want you to lose health insurance, and I wasn't sure because you told me she was paying the bills. Your Verizon bill is way overdue. They're gonna probably charge. Well, I thought she was paying the bills. See how she fucks with you, Mom? She told you she was paying all the bills that first month. She lied to you. She said that to you to get you to sign that piece of paper so then she could illegally wave around the revoke power of attorney and access your secret bank account. I'm not staying here. I told my mom, this place is evil to me now. I'm not going to stay here. But yeah, my mom I'll pay the bills and you can stay there for as long as you want while you find a place. No, I can't, Mom. I'm terrified of your fucking sister. You're going to be living with her. I don't know what she's up to, what her game is. All I know is I didn't do anything wrong, and I'm sick of this shit. And no, I cannot stay here no matter what you fucking try to make amends and say to me. Just pay me the whatever. It's not 1,000. It's not quite 1,000, but it can be close to 1,000 if the health insurance is going to come out again, I'm sure. My shelter friend actually said, I said, no, that can't be. And my mom was like, no, it can't be. Yeah, you don't know. My shelter's friend, like, well, maybe she didn't pay the bills. Maybe she really did need access to your mother's secret bank account. Maybe she doesn't have money. Maybe she's fooled everybody. And maybe she spent all the settlement money. And I said, I didn't say all that to my mom, but I said, even your lawyer said that she may have just spent all the settlement money. But my shelter friend went further. Because I'm like, she didn't even need access to the account. What's wrong? What the fuck? She's like, maybe, Laura, she's in dire straits. I think that can't be. I'm sorry. She's been saying for years and years and years how she was never after my mother's estate. She has plenty of money of her own, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, Michelle's like, you never know. I'm like, I don't know anything at this point, shelter friend. You're saying that and you don't know, but, it's just weird how she's so desperate to gain, and then she tells my mom she's paying the bills and then she's not paying the bills and my mom's like, well, I thought she was paying the bills. I'm like, well, why couldn't she? Why couldn't she pay the fucking bills? It's your house, and why can't she pay the damn bills if she has all that money of yours, I don't understand people. But my mom's, yeah. Laurie, I just want to let you know, you can stay there as long as you want to. No, I can't, Mom. I'm not supposed to be here. My mom's delusional. I'm not staying here, Mama. If you were coming back here, I would continue to be able to not be desperate, and I would still, under all these circumstances, I gotta get the fuck away, but I would live here with Omar and you and just, pretty much stay out of your way and accept that you're going back with your sister and the idea, whatever. But you're not even coming back here, and that makes me ill. I cannot stay here. I'm not 55 and older. I'm not supposed to be here. Okay? They can evict me if they want to. They'd have to go through the process. You're not here. I'm not supposed to be here. She's trying to have her cake still and eat it too. She doesn't want to lose me. She's trying to be nice. I'll let you stay there as long as you want to. I need to get the fuck out of here. I don't have my computer. It's going to be winter. It's 2.5 miles and walk into the library and back. Even if I take the bus there. and it's only over a mile walking there in the snow or the sleet or the cold or my depressed state. Coming back, I'm not going to leave right away. So coming back, there's no bus, you know? Like, I didn't do anything wrong, people. Even if people at my mother's bank hate me now because I've left them messages, I wouldn't have had to leave them messages if Auntie wasn't pulling her shit again, you know? I would have never called the damn bank again. They don't want to be involved. I'm sure they're sick of me too, but you know what? Under the circumstances, my shelter friend said, you need to get your ass in there in person. People don't want to be involved. They don't want to whatever. When I had spoken with the security woman at the bank later, when there was a mix-up and, you know, my mom's friend had been sent out something she should have never received, and my mom was horrified thinking her bank account was depleted or some stupid shit that wasn't true, you know. She was really, really nice. And at first, the woman who I originally spoke with was really nice and listened to me and whatnot, everything that, you know, commended me for protecting my mom. But, of course, they're going to get sick of it. And then they have what happened this past Monday. And, you know, it's like, they're sick of it. I don't blame them. Auntie didn't get her way, and I'm so grateful. I'm sure Auntie was super embarrassed. She deserves to be embarrassed. She deserves to go to fucking jail. And Joe backed me up on that one. He may have said it to me first. Or he said she's digging a pit, those types of people trying to dig a pit for someone else, and endlessly she won't stop tormenting me and fucking with my mom's head, and then my mom believes her, and then I point out the discrepancies in what Auntie's saying to my mom, and then Auntie has to change her tune, and I'm just sick of it. Words cannot express how sick of this I am. My shelter friend told me to get to the bank in person, but it's not necessary now. My mom's going to be closing it out anyway, and they refused to add Auntie's name like Auntie wanted to see happen. And again, it's all a power thing with Auntie. She expected to waltz in there with my mom and to get her way, that for them to do what my mom was telling them to do, since my mom's the customer, you know, and they refused. They refused, people. They refused to do it. Isn't that awesome? Thank them. They refused. I can only imagine. But again, I can only imagine how enraged that made my aunt. And like Joe says, she's endlessly digging this pit and she's dangerous. I need to get the fuck out of this place. I need to get out of here, people. My mother needs to not be living with her sister. My mother needs to come back to her own home. But me getting the fuck out of here like that means me possibly accepting less than desirable living circumstances for me and Omar. I'm sorry to say to those of you who care about me, but it's the truth. But even just the fact that it's fucking gonna get worse and worse weather-wise, and I get so depressed in the winter anyway. Imagine how it's gonna be with all of this shit in the winter, and I was oh my god, I was so miserable yesterday. My phone number's changed. No one can bother me. Only Joe. Right now, only Joe has my phone number, because there was something fucked up with my shelter friend's phone. I don't want her to try to call me and then get, but I don't want to hear from the lawyer either. I don't want my shelter friend to try to call me and think that I've, banished her from my life or something. I gotta call her. I'll call her. There's something fucked up with her phone. I'll call her in the shelter and let her know what's up. Have her write down my new phone number and tell her don't give it to the lawyer. Again, it's not that that lawyer's nice, but she's trying to me it's blackmail. Yeah, I'll read everything you gave me on the criminal complaints and whatnot against the hospital, against your aunt, etc., but I'll read all of this, blah, 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 but you got to make me a promise you'll go get counseling. She's doing out of caring, but so is the Christian in this park. You need to reach out to God, Laura. I don't like that. Even if people mean well, I don't like it, so. I need to get the fuck out of here. My conscience is clear. I did nothing wrong. And I'm walking away from my mother out of love. Does that mean that I will never, ever, ever be a part of her life? There's no definites in this life. It means for now. Could something change in the future? Could my mother somehow find me, or could someone find me on her behalf and say that things are changed, or that anything could happen. For now, my greatest gift to my mother is to just walk away, to not be present in that courtroom, to not try to fight against what my mother wants, which is for Auntie rather than a stranger to be conservator guardian over my mother. My mother can't just be responsible for her own money, and you know what I mean? But I don't know. My mom doesn't even know. She always says that it is going to court, but maybe it won't go to court. She doesn't know if Elder Services is going to drop it, or maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. It's all fucked. In the end, my mother is close to 70. I'm walking away too, because she told me Auntie wants her to sign a new power of attorney. I said, and that means healthcare proxy too, right? Yeah, see? I don't have to remain the dutiful daughter under these circumstances where I'll just, Auntie's going to have all the control again, financial, health, everything. I don't have to do it. Only ignorant people can't see that. They're just like, oh, that's your mother. You can't just walk out of her life. Yes, I can. For my fucking sake and for hers, because I don't want to, be upset with her all the time and whatnot, have her have all that conflict and friction. So for both our sakes, out of love, I am walking away from my mother, possibly for good. The women in our family don't live very long, so, who knows how long she'll even be alive. Okay, so Auntie won. Auntie's wanted this forever. The only thing Auntie has wanted more than for my mother and me to be separated, to our relationship to be permanently severed, is for me to die or go crazy. The only thing that Auntie would want more. So she can celebrate her victory over my mother. I'm done. Okay? Or her victory over me. The only thing, I know this, Joe knows it. And non-ignorant people, even out here, know it. The only thing my aunt would want more than to have finally succeeded in ending my relationship with my mother for good, because I've finally just had it, this recent thing is just it with me, would be for me to die or go crazy. Only that would please Auntie more than what she's finally got. My mother all to herself. No more me talking to my mom's ear or whatnot, nothing. She finally got what she wanted, Auntie. But like Joe says, those types of people, Auntie's digging this pit. She won't be satisfied. She'll try to do other things or whatnot, but I'm not going to be around to know about it, okay? I'm sorry, Mom. I need to, like, grieve for you now. You're on too much psych meds as well. Are you going to have to remain on all the psych meds you were on in the hospital? Yeah, probably. Yeah, Mom. Then that's a death sentence, too. I'm done with this, people. Done!